Hello everybody, this is RockHound, and welcome back to our video guide to Minecraft. Now, in our last tutorial, we looked at surviving the first night, and we were successful. We made it through the night. Everything is looking pretty safe out here. So let's talk about what we need to do to kind of establish a base and have a place to work from that we can call our home and come back to and feel safe during the night and really get a good base established for moving out and exploring the world and seeing what we can really do here. Having a little dirt wall that you have to break out each morning is tedious and doesn't look very good. The little dirt house doesn't look great. It's not too bad, but let's go ahead and look at what we need to do to make a door. Jump to the crafting table, and then we'll take some of these wooden planks that we've been collecting. I did go out and get some more. Pick those up, and this time let's do a crafting pattern that looks like this. 6 blocks, 2 columns of 3. Gives us a wooden door. Put that in your hotbar. Come out here to the outside. Look down at the block. You see as you look at blocks, they kind of get a black outline around them. That's what you're targeting. So target this block in this gap right here. It does have to be 1 across and 2 high for the door to fit. Right click. There's our door. Just like everything else in the game, you can right click on it to interact. Left click held down will break it. So we've got a door. We can get in and out easily and peek out the little windows there, see if there's any kind of bad guys waiting for us. Another thing that you probably should do at this point in the game is try to get a good supply of food. So I see all these cows over here. I'm going to go hack up some cows. Now if I plan on using this as my base, where I'm going to build my final base, I usually like to leave a couple of whatever animals are out here. So you can, in the future, breed more cows if you have at least 2. You're not going to be very lucky breeding cows if you only have 1. So don't completely depopulate the world of animals. They will respawn, but not very quickly. It's pretty rare. When the world is created, a certain number of animals spawn, and from there they repopulate naturally very slowly. If you breed them yourself, you can get a big supply pretty quickly. So now we've got some more food. We've got a door on our house, and let's look around. I think when we started, there were some sheep around here. But wait a minute, I'm getting lost. I'm looking around. I'm not sure where the house is. So let me show you a little trick to get a reading of where your house is and make sure you can always find it back. Now you could do what a lot of people do in Minecraft when they first start and build a 1 block high tower straight up by looking down. If you hold the spacebar to jump repeatedly, you just hold it down, right click to stick a pillar of dirt underneath you. You can put the blocks below your feet. That works. If you make it high enough, you can see it from a long way off. We're not going to do that. I'm going to break this down. That's kind of laughed at by anybody that's played Minecraft for a while, because it's a pretty newbie-ish thing to do. And it's not very pretty. It's not cool. You could make a big fancy tower, obviously, and that would be cool and do the same thing. But if you hit F3 on your keyboard, you can see those lines on the second section down at the bottom, the X, Y, and Z. That's your location in the game. You see as I move around, the X or the Z change. The Y is your height in the world. So if I jump or go up, the Y is going to increase because that's your altitude, basically. The X and Z is this location right here. So if you just write this down or even take a screenshot by hitting F2, you can hit F2, take a screenshot. There you go. Now you can go and return to that file on your computer and look at that coordinate if you get lost, or write it down. And if you ever get lost, you just have to know, okay, x negative 32, z 283. That's where our house is. And you can always, that's escape. You hit F3 to go back out of there. Now you know how to view the coordinates of your location, and you can walk, and as long as it's getting closer to that number, you'll know you're getting closer to your house. Now there are ways to make maps in Minecraft, and there's ways to make compasses too. The compasses are of limited use because they don't point to your spawn location, or they don't point to their place where your bed is, which is where you respawn if you die. If you slept in a bed, they point to your original spawn location. So if you've made your house a good distance from your spawn location in the world, the compass is not going to do that much for you. Alright. So, I don't really need this extra wool from these sheep, but I'm going to go ahead and get a supply. Once you get some iron from mining, you don't have to kill the sheep to get the wool. You can actually just shear the wool off of them, and they'll survive and grow their wool back. I'm chopping this wood a lot quicker than our first tutorial where we had to punch the tree. The axe works a lot faster. So I'm just getting some supplies built up. Uh-oh, it's getting night. Let's head back to our house. Uh-oh. You can punch leaves to break them. I'm kind of buried there. Oh, there we go. Squid. They look kind of vicious with all those teeth. They're totally passive and they don't do anything. They'll drop some ink sacs, which you can use for stuff at a later point in the game. Now, what do we want to build first? Well, we're starting to collect a lot of stuff, so let's build a chest to hold our supplies in. Wooden planks in a pattern just like the furnace. Eight blocks around in a circle with a hole in the center. Gives you a wooden chest. Now, when you place that down, it looks just like this. If you right-click on it, it opens. Gives you a 3x9 inventory space, just like your inventory you can hold. And that's pretty cool. You can drag stuff in there and drop it off. Store all that stuff. Okay, but what if that's not enough space? Well, let's build another chest. That is the obvious answer, but it's kind of a cool trick that you can grab that chest and put it down right next to the one you just built, and ta-da! Now it's a double chest. And they actually interact with each other and forms a larger structure, which is a 6x9 storage grid. Now you can't increase the size of it anymore, and you actually can't put a chest here next to it because it won't let you have them connect. But that's a way to get some storage space for your little house. So let's build one more thing here. This time we're going to use some of that wool we've been collecting. 3 wooden planks across the bottom, and 3 wool right on top of those planks gives you a bed. And it's a 1x2 structure. Right click on it. There we go. We have slept through the night. It's daytime. You see, when the light comes out, the zombies burn. You have to be really careful though, because not all of the creatures die from the daytime. So watch out for them. There's some bad stuff out there. You can see more about that in the combat tutorial that I'm going to be doing. And just as a reminder, all of these tutorials are going to be indexed and put in an outline down in the description of the video. So check that out, and you can work your way through the other video tutorials in this series. So that is establishing more of a base, and now we're just about ready to start exploring or mining, maybe farming or building structures. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.